This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Conqueror. Wait, hold the thought. We're not top tier though. That's right. I mean, we're still tier 9, so it's not like we're bottom tier, but that's not the point. There are tier 10s and plenty of them in this battle. That being said, this battle isn't just about me. It's about a couple of teammates who late game come in clutch to help us win this battle. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. It's going to be fun, guys. Now, I know you guys are probably getting tired of seeing the Conqueror. And, I mean, I can understand, but at the same time, we've got to keep the grind going. Because I don't want to sit here and leave you guys hanging in our pursuit for the next tier 10. What is our next tier 10 going to be? Well, if you remember correctly, in the last Conqueror video, we had a little bit of a poll. I asked you, which of the two tier 10 British heavies you would rather me get? Well, I say two because there's actually three, but nobody likes the 215B. So let's be honest here. There's only two tier 10 British heavy tanks that I want a chance with. And that is the brand new Super Conqueror and Old Reliable, the Chieftain. Okay, so the votes are in, guys. And in a resounding landslide, the Super Conqueror is not the next tier 10 that we are going to get. The Chieftain won out, I think it was 21 to 6. 21 votes to 6, guys. So definitely going with the Chieftain first. And don't fret. Don't fret. I will never say fret again, so I'm going to get it out of my system. Don't worry, folks. If you... Whoa, hey, quit shooting me in the butt. I don't care who you are. That's not nice. Anyway, we are going to get the Super Conqueror. It's going to be a thing. But we're going to go for the Chieftain first. Ooh, hello. Now, I should have aimed that shot, but I didn't. So I deserved that. But yeah, this battle here... Battle? What is wrong with me? By the way, did you guys have a good weekend? I had a pretty good weekend. Saturday was a long day, man. I got off work at 7 a.m., drove all the way home, which is an hour, picked up the old man, and drove all the way up to my sister's house, which is an hour and a half away from our home. So there's an hour and a half, so two and a half hours of driving right there, right after a nice shift of 8 hours. Plus, you count the fact that I got up at around 7 o'clock p.m. that night, so... And then we were going to my sister's house for a cookout, which of course was ruined by the tropical storm. However, she has a porch, and we cooked out anyway. And gotta say, man, there's some good food there. My sister made these chicken skewers that were bourbon chicken. Oh my god, that was amazing. Did you guys have any cookouts over the weekend? Most of us, I think, were probably soggy. I'm not gonna lie. I think we ended up getting 6 inches of rain here. So, but luckily it was one of those prolonged rains. It was a soaking rain, so it wasn't all at once. Because generally 6 inches of rain here would be floods. But because it happened over the, I don't know, about 48 hours, you know, the rain had chance to get downstream. Now that's not going to say that there isn't going to be... Oh, hello. Shut up. What happened to my bullet? Come on, man. The guy was broadside on track in front of God and everybody, and I somehow missed him. Okay, well, can't miss this shot, but we can sure bounce it. How? It's a Death Star. It's not like I shot his turret. Okay, this is the point where I look at that E5 who's next to me, and I go, hey, E5, follow me. We're going to have to defend the base against these guys coming down the tracks. And I'll be honest, this was almost a bad move due to the fact that we wait too long, I think. Now, our team continues to push up the left side, but they're pushing themselves into a problem because, yes, a lot of the enemy has pushed towards our base, but they also had quite a few tanks that was left on the island behind their tracks. So they're going to be able to do what me and the C5 are doing, which is getting back and defending the base. Now, here we have a light tank. We're going to lead the shot. It's about 500 meters. Come on. Shot out. Oh, and all we do is track him. Really? Really? What is it with me shooting at light tanks broadside on and only... and that one was just a hair fast. Just a little too much lead. Now, I had told that artillery to get out of there a long time ago. And then I get faked out by that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and back up because this light tank's going to spot us soon. And he's probably got allies back there that I can't see. So, yeah. We take a shot at the light tank. We don't end up hitting it. Light tank's on the run. Can we get a shot into him? Shot? Nope. Nope. We're a little behind that time. My shooting is not the greatest, I'm not going to lie. Now we have a Super Conqueror pushing up to us, and me and the E5 immediately doing the exact same thing. Okay, we need to get behind the ridgeline, use our turrets, and we'll do some work. But yeah, you can see I'm starting to move towards the E75 a little bit, but I'm still staying on the back side of the ridgeline. There's not much cover here, plus I'm in a heavy tank, so it's not really going to do me any good to utilize cover as far as, you know, camouflage goes. But the Super Conqueror's not really looking at us. Can I sneak a shot into the side of his turret when he's looking somewhere else? It doesn't appear so. I keep checking the HP of the E75, but I don't want to do it too early because I feel like that would end badly for me. We know the Jag can take 600 off of you pretty easy. 500 guaranteed. So we don't want to push towards him just yet. We are losing the match by one tank, but it's not the end of the world. But I see the T10 pushing, and so I can't leave him throw his tank away. I just can't. So regardless of whether I wanted to or not, I've got to push with him. Now he should be able to one-shot that Jag Tiger, and or Jag Tiger. Personally, I prefer Jag Tiger because I'm American and that's how we talk. So J's or J. I'm not German. But the Super Conqueror knows he's in trouble now because he is fighting a hull-down Conqueror. That is not so... Oh, hello, Trinity. Can we get the Trinity off the board? Nope, he gets shot right before we do. And so we're going to focus this Super Conqueror. He's looking away, so we're fine to pull up, take another 400 off of him, and back off. Now, he's shooting at the E5. The E5's getting good hits into him. He knows he's in trouble, but there isn't a thing he can do about it. He is surrounded by 3 heavy tanks, and no matter who he looks at, he's going to get shot by the other 2, guaranteed. So, goodbye, Super Conqueror. Have a nice trip. So, we managed to take the lead with that kill. But our team that pushed around to the cap have been pretty well handled at this point. They are very low health, I believe. Yes, they are. And so that evens the situation up, and us heavy tanks need to make our presence felt. So I'm taking a shortcut. Instead of driving all the way across to the other side of the tracks, I'm going to drive straight to the tracks from this side. That gets me there a little bit quicker, even though I had to drive through the swamp to do it. But we don't have a whole lot of time. I'm trying to get there before they kill the last heavy tank. Because if we can get them to fight that heavy tank plus us 3 heavy tanks, we've got a chance to put these last few tanks down pretty easily. Now T10's full health, I'm pretty much full health, and the E5 behind me, I believe, is in pretty decent shape. And so we are going to move together and go up here to eliminate the Reds. Now you'll see that I don't bother going downhill and going to the backside. I stick next to the train and I push straight up that way. And the reason I do that is because I'm trying to make good time. But they have surrounded the last tank and are about to murder him, which puts us at a disadvantage. They have 4 tanks, we have 3 tanks. So now that we can't help that guy, I'm going to go ahead, drop off the side. Okay? It's not very big a deal right now, but once we get up here, we're going to be able to use the ridgeline pretty effectively. And we are going to have to. So you can see I stop here initially, and I spot the Wizzy. Now this Wizzy makes a critical error. I don't know what he was thinking, but he did not make the right call here. He should have stayed with his team, and he would have probably been okay. But because he pulls out, and now I'm getting tagged by something, I'm assuming it's the Waffle, but it could be anybody. So I rush a shot there on the Wizzy, and I take another big hit, and so I get down. I'm like, I can't take any more hits from that side. And now I square up the shot, and I take down the Wizzy. Now we are tied up, but we only have one full health tank left, and that is our T10. I'm running low on ammunition. I still got 16 rounds, but that's pretty low on ammunition if you ask me, when you're used to being, you know, 20 rounds deep or more. So given the fact we have 3 tanks that are probably close to full health left. Okay, so the AMX is less than half health. In fact, he's a 2-shot kill. What we are doing is talking. Okay, I'm letting my team know. You know, they're talking as much as they can. The E5 especially. E5 and I were talking quite a bit, but the T10 over there is listening, so that's a good thing. And so while we're here, I've already taken a hit there. I'm very low health. I've only got 100 health left, 197, so 200 health left. And we've got to play smart. And they have a full health loaded Waffle, and that's not preferable. So I immediately switched to my Hesh rounds because I thought that the Waffle was going to be dumb enough to keep his nose out there so that I could shoot him. But unfortunately, he pulls back. So that leaves us with a bit of a quandrum. We are in trouble, and the T10 gets a little too aggressive, pushes up, and makes himself available for the Waffle, and that is no bueno. You do not want to do that. That is the absolute worst thing you probably could have done, but you got away with it for the moment. So here I'm talking to my team. I'm like, look, guys, I've got to try to do something to break this stalemate. So I am going to relocate. I'm going to back off initially, so that I don't get spotted doing it, and then I'm going to relocate all the way back to the center of the map and try to shoot into the backsides of these guys, most notably the Waffle. The E5 also lets me know that he is very low on ammo. In fact, he is worried he's going to run out of ammo, and in fact, he does run out of ammo before the end of this match. But you can tell right there is where I told him, hey guys, I'm going to fall back so I don't get spotted, and then I'm going to cross over to the center of the map and try to get some flanking shots into these guys, especially that Waffle. So I keep the Hesh loaded, and that's going to be important. And I do manage to get across the tracks without being spotted, which is huge, because now they have no idea where they are, or where I am. The last time they saw me, I was right next to the E5, so they have no idea that I'm flanking them. But I haven't been spotted in a while, so they're probably getting a bit anxious. And I'm just going to keep pushing. There's no reason not to. I've got a nice little hill up here that I'll be able to use and stay hauled down while shooting these guys. So, right here, I stick my nose up for the first time, and there's the Waffle. We get a good hit, 485 damage, and we've got to be careful with the Hesh rounds. Just like in the Death Star, you don't want to hit modules. We bounce the round, and then we overshoot him, just putting it between the sight and the top of the turret. Unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. And here we get a gun, or we hit right into the gun, so we get a low roll, 260 damage. Not preferable, but, you know, it's one of those things. I can't sit there in front of him and let him shoot me. Even though I am hauled down, if he gets one pin, I'm dead, and same with the Carnarvon. But taking him down, the T10 managed to take out the AMX, and that allows us to start to move in. Now here, I aim at the backside of him, but I'm not exactly sure what happened to the round. Looks like it went off to the left a little bit. Maybe it hit the dead Waffle. I don't know. We're shooting through a bush, so we can't see it. But we did pin him that time, and we are going to start pushing. Now here, I stop a little bit, because he looks like he's going to come out for me, and unfortunately there's just so much stuff in the way, and he's such a low profile tank that I can't actually shoot him. So I'm going to have to push him. He's got the T10, and at this point the E5 is completely out of ammo, so he cannot even help us. All he could do, if anything, is get in there and take a round while the rest of us try to kill this guy. Fortunately for us, the T10 moves in, puts a couple rounds on the guy. He's down to a one-shot kill for us. AP through the side of the tank for 316 and the victory. So what do you guys think? Not the most damage in the world, but 4 kills and great teamwork to come in clutch at the end. So what do we got, guys? We made 23,000 silver, 3,500 damage, and we blocked over 2,000 damage, thanks to that Waffle shooting our turret. So, If you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.